Good. President Trump wants the EU, he wants the Europeans to hit China and India with 100% tariffs to pressure Putin. Senator Dan Sullivan, Republican from the great state of Alaska, joins me now. Mr. Senator, do you impose tariffs on China and India because they're buying Russian oil? Surely the result would be higher oil prices, which would not be good for Alaska, right?
Well, Stuart, I think the way you respond to that, and by the way, I support those sanctions. There's a bill in the Congress that in the Senate, it's got over 80 co-sponsors. We're working closely with the administration on when to unleash that. But the president's exactly right. We have to have the Europeans on board as well. So it's both the Europeans and the United States. But to answer your question, look, the best way to address any kind of rising energy costs is to unleash American energy. And that's what the administration is all about. That's what the president's all about. By the way, that's what the One Big Beautiful Bill is all about, particularly for Alaska. So when you unleash American energy, that's the way you keep energy prices down. But one other thing on that, Stuart, really important. I was in a meeting a number of years ago with a Russian dissident, a top-level Russian dissident. At the end of the meeting, I said, what more can we do to undermine the Putin regime? He said the number one thing you can do is produce more American energy. So I think producing more American energy in Alaska, across the country, is the top thing we can do to address this challenging situation we have with Russia right now.
You're going to build a pipeline, I believe, to transport Alaskan natural gas to Asia.
Yes, sir.
What's the status of that? How far away are we from even starting that pipeline?
Well, look, that's another one that's so important. The president, by the way, has been a great advocate for that project. And just today, actually, in Italy, there's a huge LNG conference, one of the biggest conferences in the world. Secretary of Energy Wright is there, Secretary of Interior Burgum is there, and there has been significant progress on the Alaska LNG project, including announcements that are coming out of that conference in Europe. So we've never been closer to that. That's going to be a hugely strategic project, tens of thousands of jobs for Alaskans, gas for our military, natural gas for Americans, but also natural gas for our allies in Asia. Okay. So this is a really exciting time for that project. We've never had more momentum, and we got more momentum today.
The Big Beautiful Bill, I know you like it.
I do.
It's no tax on tips. That's not a big deal in Alaska, is it? Is Alaska big on tipping?
It's a big deal in Alaska. That whole bill, by the way, I'm pretty darn sure there's no state that fared better from that One Big Beautiful Bill than the great state of Alaska on energy, on taxes. But to your point, we have working families that are going to benefit on no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Our seniors are going to benefit from the tax relief that they get. And so are our businesses. The child tax credit is one of the most generous there is. So this is a jobs bill. This is a working families bill. And as I talked about earlier, when you unleash American energy with more Alaska energy projects, that's also great for working families.
I'll wrap it up with Alaska is happy with the Big Beautiful Bill. Senator, thanks for joining us this one. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, Stuart.